Hello?
Where you at?
At the spot with JoJo.
Yeah, nigga, y'all the fuck going on? Boss man JoJo back in the studio. Not like that. Yes, sir. Boss man.
Hey, run that shit up, Chase.
Yeah. Boss man JoJo, bitch. Fuck you saying? Fuck you talking about? Okay, what's up? We back with another video at the spot with JoJo. And we got my boy
Tbfdistro,
okay,
Crayola Gang.
Crayola. Tell us about Crayola Gang.
Alright, Crayola Gang is a movement. Started off as the fan base for the music, but we like to work on mental health awareness. So we believe in helping people be best version of self via your mental, not medicine, not psychologist. You gotta do mind over matter. And just, strive to be best version of self. If all of us become best version of self, the world will fix itself. You ain't got to worry about everybody else. You just got to worry about you. So that's basically what we do.
Okay.
And help each other to, we'll call each other out too. Yeah, hey man, that's probably not right, man. Fix that. Oh, my bad. Like me too. There's somebody got to tell me, hey, calm down. The troll's going to get you banned. Oh, my bad, bro. I got you. Calm down. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's all about.
Right.
Right.
So basically, Crayola Gang is like a group of supporters of other upcoming people, just, uplifters, positive people, you know what I'm saying?
Like, right, and everybody been through their own situations that they had to fight through too. So together we rock. Like most of them black sheep. Like most of us is like somebody in our normal area. We not necessarily the one. We the outcast from everybody else. But then all together we a family. You see what I'm saying? So
right.
We get all these outcasts, and now that's us because we so different. It's like really diverse.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us something about you personally, Tbfdistro. Like, so what's some new things you got? Cause you don't only just got your label and, you know what I'm saying, like your brand. You got more like content. You got music. So tell us something about that. Tell the people more about that.
All right, so I constantly have an album or EP on the way, like you said, for the music. So that's not nothing big. I got like 130 songs already released and more on the way. Tbfdistro on any platform. But besides that, I'm in film school right now, so we're working on some documentaries for the movement, and as well as just telling like my life story or whatnot, because I've been through some things and got a good story to tell. That's the main thing about the whole movement and being able to life coach is you've been through some stuff. People can hear anybody that had a good life talk about being positive, but when they see somebody that came from a life similar to theirs and then now they got a better life, they can be like, oh, well, I can do it too. So that's I'm always just working on that. And then we got several people up here on TikTok to support, and they're actually working on getting the Brighten Your Day bags together on their side, which is bags we give to kids with crayons, coloring books, journals, pencils, and pens. And we teach them today is a good day. Why? Because I said so, how by any means necessary to inspire that positive thinking instead of negative. Because like it's cool to be toxic now. It's not really cool, but like that's the thing though. It's trendy to be toxic, so we're trying to switch that back. Like, no, you need to wake up and think for the best. So you can do good in a relationship, or you can be a good boyfriend or girlfriend, or you can be a good brother or sister or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, because it's starting to go the other way. So everything is basically geared on that. What can we do to get out here and be seen and heard on a positive way?
Right. Okay. And you say you do got a brand, right? So there's too.
Oh yeah, we got Crayola Gang is the movement, but my brand is TBF, Trapeler's brand family. So I got TBF Clothing Co. and we make makes the Crayola Gang clothes, but I also have Trapeler's brand clothes where it's got the anchors up on it and the logos from the record label. So it just depends. I rock a lot of the Crayola Gang because that's supporters. They're a big part of it, so I just rock with them. So it's like it's crazy because my brand is TBF, but I say Crayola Gang because of the people that support me. That's who we are. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
Like, I'm more
because the hat, I see all that. I be pitching. You know what I'm saying?
Crayola Gang, it's all on. But then this is like TBF shit here.
Okay, you got TBF, you got TBF gear.
Yeah.
Okay, but you affiliated with Crayola Gang.
Yeah, so the Crayola Gang clothes come out under the TBF.
Oh, okay, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just let them help you. Everything scratch its own back in here. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I do the music, then the videos, and then the graphic covers, and then me and them promote it online. So you do that part, your whole promotion part. So we don't need a label.
Exactly. As y'all can see, he got it all going on back here. He got it all going on. So yeah, y'all lock into all the social medias and tell them what the social medias is.
Everything: Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, every major platform for music. TikTok, of course. There's an app called Clapper. If you don't know what it is, check it out. It's like TikTok but better. And I'm on all of them. It's always Tbfdistro. All you gotta do is search Tbfdistro. In fact, you can just Google me. When you Google me, everything's gonna pop up like an industry artist. Like it'll bring up all the links for music, and then it'll bring up tbfdistro.com. I got a website, and then after that you'll see articles or the Instagram, Facebook, all. You can just boop, whichever one you want. Like my stuff's real easy.
So Tbfdistro, y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Tbfdistro.
Right. You just Google that. And
Just
you'll get
Google that.
everything you need.
And that's him. Y'all see this face, y'all know who it is.
Right. Crazy man bun advisor user. That's my thing.
So like what made you start doing business, like being like entrepreneur? Like what made you want to get into like the social media and the brands and all the
Okay, so I always been an entrepreneur of sorts, but I used to do it, the wrong way in life. So we was out here doing the trap life or whatever, and then I learned that the same mentality you gotta use to get up and do that, the same numbers you gotta use, the same rules of money that you gotta apply with your customers, the way you handle things, could be done on a legal level. So I just went to learning how to deal with stocks and bonds, because you can buy them when they're at a low price and then sell them at a higher price, same way you would anything else. So I just start transitioning that into this, and then boom, I go get some certifications, went back to school to get some degrees, learned about the capital market, life coaching, and then music and film, and got in and just went that way with it. I always had like the hustler spirit or the entrepreneur spirit. Like I never wanted to work for people. Even when I was little, I used to sell Jolly Ranchers in class or whatever. You buy a bag at the store and then resell them for more. You know what I mean? You buy 2 bags the next day. Now you eat one and sell another one again. Boom, boom. You see what I'm saying? Like, so I just, later in life, I had kids that helped me a lot. I needed to be able to lead them. So you want to go back to school and things of that nature as a parent to get them to stay in school in the first place. You know what I mean? So,
right.
Right.
So like what's some hobbies you got?
The movement and music. Like honestly, I used to play video games and like to watch sports and stuff, but ever since I really got heavy in this 2020 being the time I really buckled down, that is the hobby. Like you gotta treat it like a job. Like it's life. Like I love this music and making film and hanging out with my friends on TikTok.
Right. Like going live and stuff.
Right. Looking for new ways to promote. Like a live commercial, basically. That's how I treat my TikTok. People are like, how do you live on there all day? Because it's basically a live commercial for you. Nobody gonna hear about my stuff sitting in the house with nobody seeing me. Right. And I'm sitting here anyway. I might as well turn it on and be a commercial. You know what I'm saying? All day long. Come get this merch.
Right. I get what you're saying though. I like that because I understand now it's like a more of a content creator and doing more of this. I understand why people go so hard and take the social media realm a little serious. You know what I'm saying? Depending on if you really got something put into it, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people who don't, that will kind of detour me from it. It's like, dog, that's all you think about. But for the ones who really make a living off of it and doing it with a positive way, now that's what inspired me. You know what I'm saying?
It should be all you think about.
Right.
The movement is my purpose of being up there, and it being up there all day long is because you never know when somebody's gonna come and learn something. Like we've had people that were sad and down that we've helped lift out. If I wasn't up there, that wouldn't have happened. Things of this nature. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like that is the life. Just get up there and do it. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to get out here and swing a hammer all day long anymore. You just gotta believe in yourself and get up here and put a message out.
Right. Work hard, work smarter, not harder.
Work smarter, not harder. Exactly. Every day we.
So what's some goals you got like right now you got set for yourself that you?
We trying to pop the music off. Like me and I'm starting to get a good support on TikTok, and we're really trying to get it to where I get on a level like Dax or Tom McDonald's or something like that. I'm not trying to be on no big huge commercial level because I ain't trying to sell my message or nothing. I need to stay who I am, but I am trying to make it where we're more heard on an independent level, get them fan base of the regular people like them, like Dax and them, or Russ, or the people on TikTok that's just doing everything themselves. You know what I mean? So to work on that and to get more, because I can chart. I like the way I'm set up. I'm with BMI and Nielsen SoundScan, all that. I can chart. I could get Grammys and everything, just based on numbers and interaction with my stuff.
Right.
So that's the goal. Like make it where me and the movement can pop off more and more, and I might even move, to the West Coast. Like we're thinking about it. It's not set in stone, but it's possible I move to Oregon and just try to build over there too, because I already know plenty of people here.
Exactly.
And I'll be able to have people over here call,
So how long you say you've been doing what you do, like doing with like I guess social media and?
Okay, well the social media I've been doing only about about 2 years. Like
Okay.
obviously longer than that, since about early 2000s. Later, as soon as it started, I was on it. But as far as going live and interacting with the people and really making
It was
a
more the
move,
TikTok movement.
right?
You feel like, or a little bit before, like, right? You
it's Clapper and
Clap,
TikTok.
yeah,
I
Clapper.
do all right on Instagram, but it was just honestly after I separated and I became more free time on
Right.
my hands, I was like, oh, well, I can just focus on this. And then
Right.
I realized, the more I'm on here, the better I'm doing. So you do gotta, you really gotta treat it like it's your job. You know
Right,
what
no,
I'm
you
saying?
do.
So, and as I got out here, the more hours I spent, the more people are hating. Oh, it's a sad you're on here all day. I'm like, yeah, but my numbers are going up. That's what you don't see is my results. And like my website, more analytics, the Spotify, more numbers, the YouTube, more numbers. Because I'm on here telling them, hey, go to YouTube. I can literally say something like, hey, Google me. And when somebody's arguing with me, well, Google me then. And then see my thing pop up 3 visits to the website just now. Because they just heard me say Google me and my website pops up high in my Google search. You understand what I'm saying?
Y'all hear that?
So it's like, and I wasn't even plugging or trying. I was plugging, but in conversation. They
Right.
got me out there. Well, but Google me if you don't know who I am. I ain't got to say nothing. Google me, and boom, and other people go, oh, let me see, because that way if they don't, they want to call me cat, but then they look, he do got something,
Right.
Now you got marked on my algorithm. Thank you for being a fan today, because that's what they don't realize. It's all, you're always a fan. As soon as you interact with somebody, hateful, positive,
Right.
whatever, you a fan of them when it comes to the algorithm. They don't care about your feelings.
Right.
You a number. That's like, honestly, you got to think how to use that to your advantage.
Okay, so what's your numbers like on like TikTok and like Clapper and Instagram? Like, so what's
So we got one account with 12,000 on TikTok. I get banned a lot because of haters, so I must be doing pretty good. So on one account we got 12,000, another we got 5, another we got 3, and another we got 2. And then we just now did another new one. I literally got queens in the team that'll go make new TikTok accounts, so when the trolls get me banned, they can just relinquish it to me for me to pop back up on live because I got a real movement. So that one's about 20,000 when you add them all together. And there's another 7,000 on Instagram, 32,000 on Clapper, because that's my app right there. I'm real good on that app. And then, a few thousand on Facebook and all that spread out.
So have you thought about Twitch?
I've been on there before and didn't get enough traction yet, but I could probably reopen it and try it now.
Right.
That was back before I really figured any of this out. So I probably could, get on there
Go crazy
now with
now.
the new skills and see what happens.
Exactly.
I'm thinking about it.
Right.
Yeah.
So how long have you feel like? So you said going live and mainly pushing social media is like 2 years.
2 years, about 2 years.
So what about the brand? Like how about like the clothing brand?
I had the clothing brand since 2018, so I guess that's working on 5 now.
5. So okay. So what about the music?
I've been rapping for 31 years.
31 years.
I've been rapping for 31 years, making beats for about 2.5. I've been mixing and mastering for about 20.
Okay. So anything that you made like went and did numbers and people don't even know it was you?
I got 1.6 million streams and over 600,000 listeners just
Right.
Overall, but nothing big. Murder with Love has over 200,000 streams, but those numbers are good for somebody on my level. But I
Right.
don't have any promotion or sponsorship.
Exactly. Independent, like,
just
straight
a regular
raw.
dude. So if you put me up against every other person on my level, my numbers are very good in significance to them because they can't get 100 plays on SoundCloud. You understand what I'm saying? Like so I got numbers in comparison to littler rappers, but I don't got numbers in comparison to big rappers. So that's why it goes like, it's just try to get more. So I know I'm good enough to be better than these guys, so I must be here. So we just need to get the voice out more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to switch it up real quick.
Mhm.
Since you said you know what I'm saying, you went and you know what I'm saying, you start taking everything more serious after, you know what I'm saying, you get out of a relationship. So what's Tbfdistro's relationship status?
Right now?
Yes, that's
Right.
the women want to know. The people want to know. They
Right.
want to know.
Right now, I got a cast. Like, I'm talking to a chick cast. Like, we're pretty heavy in talking to where I'm not gonna go anywhere else. Because that's why I said West Coast. Because it's possible that because she over there and she ain't got no reason to come over here. So that means I would get up and go over there.
Facts.
Obviously, you know what I'm saying. We've been knowing each other for about a year, but we've been friends first. I always suggest. Because we do that. Relationship counseling is a big thing in the Creole game. And I always suggest, like, you should be friends with somebody and build and see how y'all operate through all kind of different times, hard times and stuff. And me and her, you know, we done been through some things over the year. So now we kind of a little more like official with it. So that would be the technical answer to that. But it's always just like, you know, we in that karma shit. So we just kind of like what happens type thing. So, you know, but that's the closest answer I got.
Right, I feel you. So
I got a queen, yeah.
So that's they might want, what if they want to know like single taken or
I'm not single.
Okay. You're not single then, y'all hear that?
I'm not single.
Already then. So what's some new stuff to expect from Tbfdistro, like some new drops and
All right, on Valentine's there's a 5-song EP dropping, and then New Year's I just dropped a single from that. It's gonna be on that Valentine's album, and then I had a Christmas album that dropped on Christmas, so all those are real close. A Christmas album just dropped, and then the Valentine's album's on the way.
you hear that?
And then they're all related to each other. Like,
And what's the names of those albums?
All right, so the Christmas album was Thirst Trap Music Volume 2, and then the next one's Thirst Trap Music Volume 3. So, like, cause I just got like a little series going right now.
Right, that's Tbfdistro, you guys.
Yeah, Tbfdistro, right? Thirst Trap Music, and then once you type in Thirst Trap Music, you'll see Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3.
Any future collabs, or you just
Not so much on features and collabs. I don't work with a lot of other people. That's like a hard thing to get. If somebody pay me for a feature, then I'll go rap for them. But I did a feature with this guy USB. It's on the Christmas album. He's from Texas. He does a lot of grills for rappers and stuff over there. He's actually kind of halfway in the industry. He opens up for big names and stuff. And me and him dropped a track together, but it's on the Christmas album. It's already out. But I don't do a lot of collabs and features.
so who's like your favorite artist?
Right now, currently, is Jelly Roll, Dax. As far as like independent people go, Jelly Roll and Dax, and then I like the Baby.
Lil Baby or Dub Baby?
Dub Baby, commercially, you know what I'm saying?
Dub Baby, like D.A.?
Yeah,
Okay.
Dub Baby. But ain't nothing wrong with Lil Baby.
Right.
Yeah, I fuck with him too.
Baby from Charlotte, okay, Carolina.
Right,
This for the
yeah,
Carolinas,
yeah,
anyways. And that's
exactly,
crazy. Like
exactly.
this platform was really for like upcoming Carolina people. So
All right, and I got support.
That's
in
crazy.
The commercial game, we got the Baby. He's Carolina. That's who I rock with. You understand?
y'all heard it here first. Tbfdistro, one of his top 5 is the Baby.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
my
crazy.
dude right now. Yeah.
So is there anybody you would or would like to work with? Like any people you
Well, yeah, I would do a song with Baby or Jelly or Dax or you know, just about anybody who's already commercially established,
Right.
that I agreed with their message or movement. If I don't like them or their movement, then I wouldn't. You understand what I'm saying? But there's not a lot. I can't say there's a lot of artists out here that I don't think are decent, good people. Because in general, musicians usually are.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a couple I wouldn't work with. But
So what's your favorite piece of work, like from either first somebody else and yourself? Like what's something you made or something that, you know what I'm saying, like other somebody else and something somebody else made. For first, you can do like favorite artist first.
All right. Well, Biggie's Ready to Die is what really made me. I was already rapping.
You said Biggie's?
Yeah.
Biggie's Ready to Die?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
album.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I think I know that one with the baby on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was already rapping a little bit at this time, but that album made me want to rap. So Give Me the Loot is my favorite song ever. So Give Me the Loot made me want to actually write, because that was a story. And if you listen to my music, you hear I use a few different voices. That's me using my different personalities. And Give Me the Loot, Biggie did that same thing. He's rapping with, and it's him, and he got his homeboy to come in with the second voice. So he's like playing a story out though. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it was that really put me on the, hey, I want a song right, instead of just freestyling on the corner type stuff. You feel me?
Right.
So that right there, I have to give as the noted album or artist for me. Jay-Z's my favorite artist of all time, but Biggie is real close. If he would have lived, then, you know, Jay-Z just had a longevity, so he's still here. He ends up with Beyonce. You know, now he goes from street to doing like I did. Now he's in the financial stuff, teaching people education. So I give him go on the whole, him as a package. But Biggie's my dude. That's who inspired me really. And then myself, man, I always, every song I do, I'm like, oh, this is my new favorite song. But I really am like, the Christmas album was really good. I got a lot of songs on the Christmas album that people are constantly requesting on my live. You know, play 10K Heartbeat. What this 10K Heartbeats is a favorite amongst damn near everybody. Like, I got one guy that says it'd be a Grammy if we could just make it pop. You know what I mean? Like, but so that Christmas album and this Coming Up Valentine's album, both of them are really, really good. And then, you know, I got something I'm working on now. I don't know. It seems like I get better as I go along. So, like, this newer stuff is just really on the next level. Because I'm starting to hit country. These two right here, I got Latina inspiration. Like, I'm doing this whole lane hopping thing. I got one sound almost rock. Got stuff sound pop-ish. You know what I mean? I be mixing Disney lullaby type sound melodies and then trap it out with some drums on the songs. Like, yeah, it's dope. So it's like that. That's probably my favorite right now.
So okay, so I always ask certain people, like, who you know upcoming or got some type of motion, like, from the Carolinas that you know what I'm saying, that you like to support and would, like, just say who you would recommend for the show.
Alright, so obviously everybody know the baby, but there's another guy that really puts on for Carolina that some people know and some people don't know. His name is DJ Chuck T. He's from Charleston, South Carolina, but he's a DJ and a businessman in Charlotte these days, right? But DJ Chuck T actually had this mixtape series called Down South Slangin' back in the day. And back in the day, the mixtape DJs only did New York and West Coast rap. They were real biased towards Southern rap. We still weren't completely in the scene yet, you know what I mean? So he was dropping these Down South Slangin' mixtapes, and he dropped Cash Money, No Limit, 3-6, Slip and Slide, Trick Daddy, you know what I mean? Like, all of them he would have while everybody else was having all the New York and West Coast rappers. And then Wayne actually and them were in enough of a relationship with him that he would send them the early drops. And in them days, you know, leaking was a thing. Like, these days we want to be leaked, but them days that was a thing. You didn't want it to be leaked because the album sales, right? So he leaked something of Lil Wayne's, and it was bad publicity because Lil Wayne called him out on it. But he popped after that, though, because now everybody knows who he was. He's the guy that leaked the Lil Wayne track. So now they take him more serious as a DJ and as a mixtape artist, and then people start buying the Down South Slangin' thing, and now he's even more known, and he built his way to Charlotte. The baby actually mentioned him on the Breakfast Club. He said, oh, I got to get Chuck T a Rolex now. That's because the baby said, man, I'm just trying to get on Breakfast Club, but Charlamagne won't let me up there. And Chuck T said, oh, I can get you up there. I'm cool with Charlamagne. He's like, oh, if you do that, I'll get you a Rolex. So Chuck T makes the call. Charlamagne's like, I don't know, man. You know me, I don't break knuckleheads. And Chuck T's like, nah, man, don't do that. You from Carolina, get a man a chance. And he's like, all right. And he pulls him up there. So then he mentioned that moment on the thing. I knew all this because I'm cool with Chuck T. I've been knowing him since 6th grade, personally. We dated twins together, Stephanie and Samantha Beach. So, like, yeah, so now that's who I support heavy, because he opens up for Charlotte before the Charlotte Hornets games. You can rap as an independent artist. He can get you up there rapping before the Charlotte Hornet crowd, stuff like that. And he only mostly deals with Carolina people because he's trying to just help the Carolinas.
Right, and you say his name again?
DJ Chuck T.
DJ Chuck T. Okay, then gotta have him up here then. So that means they're gonna have a gateway for everybody to probably have some.
No, he do.
You know what I'm saying?
He knows Charlamagne. He knows the baby. He know people. He can, but he only gonna mess with you if you take stuff serious. And then if you don't have what you need, he got classes where you can just pay him to come sit there and learn, and you get the photo with your LLC, everything you need. He'll literally set you on a path, but you have to take the steps, so he won't mess with you. But if you sit there and act like it, he's that type. Oh, here, I'll put you on. I give you a fishing rod, you know what I mean? Like, he kind of like I am, you know, I'm not the same way. Like, I'm gonna teach you to fish, I suppose.
Right.
He's the same way, so, you know. But in that aspect, though, it helps, because when the baby got on the Breakfast Club, we already knew who he was, but we knew who he was a lot more. Then Charlamagne's got reach.
Right.
You know, I mean, it is what it is.
Okay, then. So y'all hear that? We trying to big boy network, not little boy network.
I'm trying
you
to
know
get on the Breakfast Club.
Trying to get on the Breakfast Club.
I actually know somebody that knows somebody, and we're working on it now.
Exactly.
I just don't want her to go. But she asked me if she want me to pull the trigger. And I said I don't want her to pull the trigger because I want my TikTok numbers and a couple other numbers to be a little bigger. Because when Charlamagne asks, I want to be able to say something that's going to sound impressive.
Exactly.
I already know how he coming. I know this dude. You see what I'm talking? Watching him.
And so that and basically that this right here is a step toward that before you even got to that. You know what I'm saying? Situation. This ain't nothing but, like, you know what I'm saying, the mini stage. You know what I'm saying? Then when you get to that, that's like practice. This practice right here. You know what I'm saying? So, and basically it make me forget the honor, because before you get to the position or even to have the opportunity to have this, like, outlook, you know what I'm saying, for you to even be able to say that first. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just major. You know what I'm saying? Even if, like, it just showing me, like, okay, I'm inside that same era. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm in that same category when you speak of these people, and I ain't even there yet. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's like I'm part of that, and that make me feel some type of way. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what it's supposed to.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's nothing. It ain't even. But my whole thing was why I created this. Like I said, to put other people on. It's to show other people who I know, because I got so many people I done network and met over the Carolinas and in the whole, you know what I'm saying, United States, period. Like, you know what I'm saying? I be like, he hard. Like, I know him, he know him. And like, I got people who about to pop and who is popping, you know what I'm saying, that I know and connected to other people. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what, instead of me trying to be the guy who rapping woo all the time, I want to be the one to connect everybody. I want to be the one to put everybody on, because I always wanted to be that dude. I wanted to be the rapper and put everybody on. But it was like, you know what? Something just came to me the other week, and it's like, I'm about to do this. Like, I'm going to be the interviewer. All I do is sit at home, watch interviews, you know what I'm saying? It's like, boom, I'm going to try this. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I just appreciate for you to even, you know what I'm saying, come here, you know what I'm saying, and let me talk to you, interview you, and what you be saying, you know what I'm saying, it's just so real for other people to kind of like see a whole different side of, you know what I'm saying, you and the way the industry is, you know what I'm saying, people that we don't really know about, but they be tied to people that know about this and can introduce you to that, you know what I'm saying, got a different type of motion going on, you know what I'm saying, and then before they really explode, you know what I'm saying, like,
yeah,
for real.
And I'm really interactive, y'all. If you come on TikTok, I talk to anybody. If you come in my comment section and say something, I'm gonna respond to you, and it don't matter. Even if my start popping, I'm gonna still be that same way, because that's what I want to do as the artist. I'm gonna be that guy. Like, it don't matter how big I get, I'm gonna still be able to get talked to on TikTok and still doing my, you can pull up 506, because you know me, I ain't worried about nothing anymore. That's why I put it up there, because we ain't worried about that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But I'm gonna still be that same guy, no matter how. I'm not on the stage, I'm in the crowd with the people, because then they know. You know what I'm saying? You gotta lead like Leonidas.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
So for the people, where some places have you visited?
Oh, I've been to all 48 contiguous states and in Mexico and Canada. I used to work on an 18-wheeler. So as a young man, I was able to travel and experience the whole United States. And that's a lot of why I'm able to, like, one of my good things is be able to put myself in somebody else's shoes or look at a different perspective. And that's what helped me, because I've been around different people that think a whole bunch of different ways, man. It's so different out here, just in the United States. So you can imagine the world. Well, in the United States alone, I'm telling you, there's so much difference between this state and 5 states away in lingo, to where you might say something that I feel like was offensive, and the whole time you were being complimentary, because in your region this is a certain way, and then over here in my region it's a certain type of way. And this is what causes a lot of clashes out here, and people don't realize that you're not wrong and they're not wrong. Mm-hmm. It's just a different perspective, you know what I mean? And we don't communicate it well.
Right.
Yeah.
So you done been in majority of all the places though. So
it's not.
No place you ain't really been. Yeah. Word. So you know, what about outside the country though?
Only Mexico and Canada, and just enough for like work. Like Canada was work related. Now Mexico, I hung out. We used to go there to hang out. We'll go to Texas, pull up, park the truck, and then go to this bar on Warriors where you can pay $10 to drink all night, and you can pay $60 to pick a senorita.
Right.
So you just pull up down there and you pay the $60 and go in there and have a good time for the night. You know what I'm saying?
Is there any way you want to visit?
Yeah, the pyramids of Giza.
Right.
That's my number one spot. Like, if I get money to go across seas, the first place I'm gonna touch is Africa and to see the pyramids, and then from there I want to go to Italy.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So do you have any kids?
I do. I got 3 kids. I got a stepson, but I had him since he was 5, so it's my son. And then I got my own son and daughter.
Right.
They're all grown.
Okay. Word.
Yeah. I got a grandchild on the way. She's due February 6th.
Word. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
So like, how long do you feel like you're gonna be continuing, you know what I'm saying, doing this, like?
Till I die.
Damn.
I got a song recently that say I'm probably gonna die on the stage with a mic in my hand, some toms on my beat, and bronze on my feet. Statue.
Dog.
Oh, that's a bar, because I was talking about the bronze on my feet, but statues are made of bronze, so they got bronze feet. I said, so toms on the beat, bronze on my feet, statue.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, I'd probably die doing this.
So what's your motivation?
The world sucks. People are disappointing, and you can't like fix it by whining or complaining about it. So it's best to just get up and lead by example. So like, I literally got felonies. I was the white kid that got picked on by the other white kids because I hung out with the black kids. I had prison time, 2.5 years of solitary confinement, came up from the street, got out of that life, got married, had 2 kids, went back to school, cum laude degree, top of my class, while going through separation from that marriage. Most people drink themselves right there, you know what I'm saying, and lose everything. I actually excelled up, got degrees.
Right.
So then it's like, if I can do all that and then still turn around and get up here and people know who I am, then that means there ain't nobody out there that can give me no type of excuse or reasoning for what they went through in life is keeping them from being somebody. And that's my goal, because people's biggest problem is they self. Every time you ask somebody what's going on, they're going to say all this excuse and all them reasons. And the whole time, all that happened because of your energy. You put out energy to attract back. I know it's for a fact that I used to be the wrong type of person and stuff bad happened to me all the time. I switched it up. I've been a better person after some evening out. Now I get blessings that I don't be trying for. I'm sitting here and I think about a bad news and it can't even be bad news because something comes and fixes it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get support in my music way better than I used to. Everything changed just from my attitude changed. I didn't find no Jesus or nothing. I just said, hey, the life ain't that bad. The world is dark and cold. So I'm gonna put on a jacket, I'm gonna turn on a light, and I'm gonna get out here and king this. And that's what I've been doing ever since. I've been saying, I'm a king. I got this, and that's why I teach everybody that's with me. I call them all kings and queens. Oh, you a king or a queen? Nobody let you tell you nothing. You do what you feel like you're supposed to do. Like you say, hey, I sit around watching interviews all day. I might as well, right? Because if you wouldn't have been sitting around watching interviews, that's what you're supposed to do. Well, obviously, that's what caught your interest, right? So now you're gonna go be the best interviewer there was, and that's how you gotta be in your head. You know what I'm saying? I can king this. Yeah, but that's what people don't get. That's why people are stuck. They want to take medicine, all this, smoke, coke, drink, whatever. Whole time, all you had to do was believe in yourself.
Right.
That's it.
Oh.
So that's where I'm at.
So where did you grow up?
I grew up Myrtle Beach, 9 months to 12 years old. I was in Charleston for a little bit in that from 13 to 15 area, but at 12 years old, my adopted family gave me back to my real family, and from then I would just get passed around. So I was living in Charleston, Darlington, Columbia. Then they dropped me back off here in Myrtle Beach. And then I lived in Tbfdistro prison for 4 years, for a good 4 years of my life. That's up about something, you know what I mean? And then I lived up in Hartsville, where the ex-wife is from, area in Darlington, and then back here to Myrtle Beach. So mostly Myrtle Beach, and then Charleston would be the second. Charleston and Florence, those 2 areas would be the second and third most that I lived, basically. So South Carolina.
All right. So where you want to move to?
It's possible I move to Oregon. If I don't go to move to Oregon, if me and Cash work to a situation where we're gonna be together physically, that means that I'm gonna get up and go to Oregon. But if that doesn't happen, I don't see anything else that's gonna get me to get up and move. I'll stay right here in Myrtle Beach. I love Myrtle Beach. You know what I mean? Like, even if I go over there, I'm gonna still set up a way to be having stuff going on over here. You know, I got people around here, so I'm connected here. I got a couple homies. I'm gonna make, you know what I'm saying? So I can try to keep stuff going if I go over there. But if not, I'm gonna stay right here. You know what I mean? Like, the plan's here. Even when I go over there, if the music blow up and all, I'm still coming back here to buy this exact spot and this whole corner. You know, all this for sale. You're gonna buy all this. There's a warehouse, clothing store, coffee shop, gym. All those are places that I wanted for my movement anyway.
Right.
They all have to do with the mental health and stuff.
If you can change anything about something, either your past or anything about now or yourself, what would it be?
Honestly, I would recommend nothing because my life is good right now, and everything that happened in my life led to my life being good. Led to my life being good right now, and if I was to change anything, that would change something. Give me a second.
Oh, I'm here for Crystal.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So I wouldn't change anything because, like I said, if I change anything, it doesn't put me at the moment I'm at right now. I'm currently happy with exactly where I'm going.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, and I would tell most people that no matter how hard or what you've been through, as soon as you wish that moment to change, you just change your whole path. And what you had to have some happy moments along the way. You're gonna take all that away. You see what I'm saying? Like if I don't go to prison, I don't run back in the key shelter, but we have my kids. I wouldn't give my kids away for nothing.
Right.
So skip all them years. Now, since me and her separate, change now because everything been going fine since then.
Right.
So you see what I'm saying? Like, there's no point in me. You know, you would change something, it would be a regretful moment. So that would be it. Maybe not go to prison.
Right.
Or even the separation. What I do is say, yeah, still,
Right.
because I'm here where I'm supposed to be for a reason. I believe in karma. I believe you get what you put out, and you'll get back what you put out. So I accept it.
Exactly.
Right.
Anything else you feel like you want to say to the people, or you gotta, you know what I'm saying, like
Believe in yourself. Don't let nobody tell you can't do anything you want to do. Don't think that you're too old for anything, and don't let society or media make you think that you got to give up dreams to get out here and get on somebody's clock. You need to get on somebody's clock, but you need to use that money to get on your own. Everybody got a hope or a passion or a dream. You got to figure out how to monetize that and be successful with it, because if not, you won't be happy. There ain't no riches in money. It's all in peace of mind. When you can wake up and say, I don't got to answer to nobody. I'm good because I do what I want to do. I'm a king or a queen. That's your success. In order to get that, you got to be doing what you want to be doing and making a living doing it. Because you can't rightfully think that you can do what you want to do not making no bread. Right. So you got to learn your passion. You got to own that passion. You got to make sure people don't let you change that passion. And then you got to monetize it. So that's the best thing I can tell you. Believe in yourself. The same faith you will put in Jesus, Allah, Buddha, any of them, just put it in yourself. Be a king or a queen and walk as such. Don't call yourself that if you're not going to put in the work. But if you put in the work, I guarantee you'll be successful in your own life. Because everybody else's version don't matter. Your success matters. What you think. Your people. That's it.
Right. Any questions for me? Any interview the interviewer?
I mean, what do you want? Like, I would ask the same thing. Where do you want to go with what you doing? Like, you think you trying to get to where you can be interviewing, like, say, the Drake?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like, honestly, I be thinking about that. I be thinking about that heavy, because it's like, I see where it's going. I see what it can be. And it's like, it's all up to me. And I'm the only one that can hold myself back. Mm-hmm. So it's like, if I really do want it and I don't want to be average and I really want to be this star that I can be, I have no choice, because I'm going to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I have really no choice, because I talked about this since I was a child. Like, my whole life I always wanted to be a star, I guess. Mm-hmm. Even though this ain't about being a star, it's about putting other people on. But it's like, I'm in position to be able to tell other people. I mean, I'm saying, like, I'm in a position to put other people on. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to help, you know what I'm saying, the next person get vision. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, with me being able to do what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying, I know it's major. You feel me? Because ain't nobody around here trying to do that. And like I say, I felt like it was less about me and more about everybody else. But at the same time, once I start thinking like that, it was more bigger for me. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm going to get something kind of like big at the end myself. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody else doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm starting something whole brand new. So it's like, I just created a whole new portal. You know what I'm saying? To a whole different new time.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? So I just know I'm gonna be, you know what I'm saying, great with it. I don't know. I can just see greatness. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really it. It's hard to really, you know what I'm saying? I hope you asked me that. You know what I'm saying? That was deep.
Well, no, I asked because, like, that's one of the main things. When you said that you was going to do it, the first thing I thought was, nobody really around here doing too much like that. The only person that is close, I already mentioned, and he don't really put down for us like that, and that's Charlemagne. Charlemagne's from here. Right. You know what I mean? So, like, but he puts on for New York. You understand what I'm saying? He didn't like where he's at. He don't really put on for here like that. So, the fact that you want to do it and will be doing it, that's why I was thinking, you could, you could do something big with that. You know what I mean? Because nobody's really doing it. And then what you was talking about, like, it's not about being a star. You feel like you got a message. You feel like you got a thing that needs to be heard or something that needs to be moved. And you have to be in the face of people in order for that to happen. And then the whole helping everybody else to help you. I call that selfless selfishness. Like, everything's about balance. You got to be a little selfish. You got to do what's good for you to be good to help somebody else. Exactly. So you make the moves to help other people that help you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Selfless acts will give you self-gratification based on what's going to happen because of the results of those acts. Exactly. Boomerang effect.
Right, and that's my whole point, though.
Right. So,
but, you know what I'm saying? So, y'all heard it here first, man. At the spot with JoJo. Drop some more, you know what I'm saying, your info.
Yeah, Tbfdistro. Just anyway, Google Tbfdistro, and you can go to tbfdistro.com and follow our sales and find everything there that you need to find. I've got everything pretty set up on that.
Yeah. Appreciate having you.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
It was a good one, man.
Already. Yeah, nigga, you know what the fuck going on? My boss man JoJo back in the studio. Not like that. Yes, sir. Boss man.
Hey, run that shit up, Chase.
Yeah. Boss man JoJo.
bitch. Fuck is you saying? Fuck is you talking about? Yeah, you know what I'm on, huh? Fuck what you saying, cause I'm